So I'm going to show you a simple business model canvas that everyone uses. Like this is like typically used by startups when they are starting up. Um, Let me get straight to that. So this is like one page. Okay. So this is your business model canvas. And these are the questions or things that you need to answer um, to get a sense of what your business model is looking like. And then that gets transferred into an Excel sheet with all the cost components. Let's start from the customer. So what customer segments do you have? This now you should be very clear because we've done the customer insights and value proposition modules. And if you haven't, go back, do these modules, go through them, and you will get a good sense of, who your customers are. Customer relationships, right? How are you going to build customer relationships? What are the channels through which you are going to deliver your business model? So, for example, online, offline, direct store. These are the various channels that you need to list. What are your revenue streams going to look like? Is it delivery? What is the product that you sell? So you can say revenue from product, revenue from delivery. So what are these various product streams, like margin from product? So you saw that in Blinkit's case, the margin went up to about 18 to 20%, from 8 to 12%, just by focusing on 2000 SKUs and focusing on recurrence. So what are your revenue streams here? Right. Okay. Let me just go back to the full screen view. Wait. Okay. Let me stick to this view. So you have your revenue stream here. You have your cost structure. What are your main costs, right? Typically, you'll have technology. You'll obviously have a manufacturing cost. You'll have a sourcing cost. If you're not a manufacturer, you'll have a sourcing cost. You have a building cost. You have people, rent, all of these costs. So these costs have to be clearly mentioned here. What are your key partnerships looking like? So these are important from a when you are not uh, manufacturing the product or the service yourself. Who are these partners? And then when you're doing marketing, what kind of partnerships you would need to be successful at that? So obviously a lot of things are not clear at the moment, but try to fill up as much as you know. What are your key marketing activities going to be, right? Ads, organic campaigns, social media. What are your key resources going to be, right? So we spoke about what are these cost structures. So obviously there are some resources that you're going to spend on, whether you're spending on team, whether you're spending on technology. So these things have to be mentioned here. You already know your value propositions. So when you start filling up this template, I'm leaving a link for this template, or you can also, when you search for business model canvas, you will find many such templates. Pick this one, which has these 9 boxes, because these are your 9 building blocks of your business model. If you get these blocks right, you're going to have a realistic approach to your startup, costing, revenue, all of that. Getting into the mind map again. So you saw your one business model canvas, which has the 9 building blocks. And this visual tool makes model more tangible. Now you can, so we spoke about visual thinking. Um, how easy it is to consume things when they're visually in front of you. Although you are putting everything in text in various boxes, but in one glance, what are you going to do. It forces you to think through all the aspects before building anything, right? So a lot of people just jump into building things, while I'm partially in favor of that. But if you really want to build a strong startup, you must go through this exercise. It reveals assumptions that need testing and validation. So the outcome of this business model thinking is, What do you need to test, right? What are your weaker points? What are you not sure of? What are you assuming? So all those things need to be tested. This becomes like a common language for teams. So once you do this, you can show it to everybody in your team. Co-founders should do, actually co-founders should do this exercise together so that they are on the same page. Living document that evolves as you learn and iterate. So you can always go back to this and say, okay, where did we go wrong, or what were our assumptions? Change it, come back, make a new one. Design your revenue engine first and then build. You must know which aspects of your business model will generate revenue, or which aspect of your startup will generate revenue. Start with how you'll make money and not what features to build, right? This is the most important lesson I can give you. Test business model assumptions. Like I told you, your revenue model affects everything: pricing, sales, marketing, operation. This we saw in Blinkit, and we also kind of understood in the Domino delivery model. Excel modeling helps you understand if you can reach profitability. So from here, in the exercise that we will be doing, you will see how you need to build an Excel sheet. Build simple financial projections to show investors. Don't get into a lot of numbers at this point, but broad numbers should be enough for you to understand what your revenue model is looking like. Like, let's say my costs are about 100 rupees, but I can generate 200 rupees, right? So there'll be a lot of hidden costs between 100 to 200. But as long as I'm able to do this, or maybe generate 250, I know that some bits of these costs I can cover in the revenue model that I've generated. So detailing will help, or will also happen as you go along. But this is the first step, like what we call back of the napkin calculation. This is like a one step better than that, right? Yeah. So in the next video, we will get into the exercise.